Okay, I've had a lot of comments saying that people do want to see me do the build on this little Cavalier. So, we're going to do it. This is going to be the first in the build series. This is going to be more of just a video showing what it is, what it looks like before anything has done to it or anything. Let's show what's going on the inside here. Pretty much just a couple of bucket seats. Look out, Daisy. A couple of bucket seats and a back seat. It's kind of dirty. I've been driving it to work the last couple of days. Giving old Green a little break. But as you can see, there's not a whole lot of room in here. For an example, I just measured from the dash right here back. Daisy, what are you doing? Back to the back seat. Right back to here. Okay, is right about 5 feet to right there. Okay, you may say if I take that seat out over there and take the back seat out, I might get 5'3" or 5'4". Well, that's not enough for a bed. That seat is coming out, and you also have from the trunk, or from the back of the seat, which is about right there, to about right there in the trunk, it's another couple of feet, probably about 3 foot all the way to the, see. Got an extra about 3 foot, so it's 8 feet. So, if I allow the bed to go into the trunk, I can have an 8 foot long bed. I don't need that much, I need a 6 foot bed. From the dash, taking that seat out, taking the back seat out, we're gonna have storage underneath right here, and down in here in this floor well or foot well, there's a little bit of storage right here, and it's that deep all the way up. Sorry, it is very dirty. But with that seat out, it's going to make a little bit more room. That's just one of the things I've got in mind for it. I got several things in mind to do. Okay, now let's go over the advantages and disadvantages of a car, pros and cons of a car versus a van. Okay, with a car, you're going to get very good fuel economy compared to a van, of course. You know, poor old Buster over there, you will be lucky if you get 16 miles a gallon, 17. And that's just because I don't drive very fast. If I do 60, 65, you're getting about 10 miles a gallon. I usually run about 55, maybe 50. That's just I'm used to driving old Green. But the car, this thing right here, running at around a steady 65, 70 miles per hour, you are getting right around 40 miles per gallon in this thing. That's a whole lot of miles per tank of gas compared to that van, or per gallon of gas. You can go a lot farther on this for what money you can put in that van. It's easier to drive, it's easier to park because it's smaller. It doesn't take up as much room. Of course, like if you need a tire, a car is cheaper to maintain. This tire right here is brand new. I paid 60 bucks for that tire, brand new. A tire for Buster would probably be about, I think I checked on them, the ones I'm getting, 31 1050s, about $150 per tire. So, the car is a lot cheaper with tires. You know, maintenance is also cheaper and easier. You can get to most everything under the hood more than you can the van. Okay, stealth. Now, if you are trying to live in a car and you're trying to live under the radar or whatever they say, a car will be a lot more stealthy. You can park pretty much anywhere you want because it's just a car. Nobody's going to suspect anything as long as you block out the windows. And the driving experience in a car is just, it's lighter, it's easier to handle, it drives better. You know, it's a smoother experience, everything. I mean, Buster drives good, but it doesn't drive like a car. Now, what is your disadvantages? This car does not have a lot of room. I showed you how much room it has. It's very small. You are going to be going alone. And it sounds like there's more rain coming. You're going to be going alone. This is a one-person deal. Two people can travel in a car, but as far as living in one or staying in a car for an extended period of time, one person, and it's still going to be tight. If you have got this car built out to be a camper, basically, your crash safety rating is going to go down. You're going to have stuff back there that's back there and over there. It's heavier than what this car is meant for. So if you do get in a crash, of course, you get in a crash with a van with a bunch of stuff built in back of you, if you get in a hard enough crash, you know, that stuff is going to keep moving. So I guess I could take that as a cue that I need to go inside. Okay, well, the first thing with this build, building this into a home, basically, is it's not going to have the light on it on top. That is just for work. But the first thing you need to do, you need to get under the car. You need to find the exhaust, and you need to look at it and see if you see any places that have got like holes, leaks, anything, any noises that you hear. It's very important. And also the end, which this has to be fixed on mine. The end of the exhaust pipe, if the rest of the exhaust system is sealed up, which this one is, but the end of the exhaust pipe needs to come past the bumper so that any carbon monoxide that comes out of that tailpipe can't go up into there and into the cabin of the car. So what we have another piece of pipe right here that will weld on to here, and not sure, let's see, I'm thinking I'm going to cut this off back here somewhere because I don't want it dropping down real low. And if I just cut it off there and put it in at that same angle, it's going to be coming way down too low. I want it pretty much to be out like that. Because see, I drive in and out of a creek, so I don't want my tailpipe to drag. So this one has to be up. Yours I would recommend being up too if you have to do this. And if you're not confident in doing this, I would advise taking it to a professional, somebody that you could trust, because you have to get this sealed up really well. Okay, let's see if we can cut this off and fit this other pipe on. Okay, now you can see I put a piece of pipe, or the piece of pipe I showed you, in there, propped it up on some stuff. Got a couple of old tire things that come off the trampoline, and got it stuck up against there. That's how my exhaust is going to sit. As you can see, it comes out past the bumper. Anything that comes out of here will go up, and it will not come into the car. It's very, very important. This right here needs to be really welded up good and tight. So you need to make sure you get that welded good. Okay, that has that out past the end. Some junk in there. But that right there is safe. Welded up good and tight. And it should work fine. Yeah. Check out my new welding helmet. Got that off of Amazon. Pretty neat. It is auto darkening. You never see through it probably. Yeah, you can kind of see through it a little bit. It's auto darkening. It's pretty neat. It's first time. That's the first auto darkening helmet I've ever had, so I kind of like it. Takes some getting used to, but yeah. Anyway, you may say, well, that's, you know, you want to know how are we going to convert this to a camper and all that. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure everything is safe. Because if you're going to be living in this, you don't want any of those fumes coming up into the car. And still, even after making sure everything is sealed up on the exhaust, you still should go and get one of these. It's a carbon monoxide alarm. This will tell you if the carbon monoxide levels are too high for safety. So this I got at Walmart, and yeah, I think it's about $15, something like that. Not that expensive. But alright, that's gonna pretty much, I know didn't cover that much, but I think we covered some safety stuff that's very important. But that's going to be my video for this first part of this series. I'm going to try to break it up into a different subject for every video. That way, if somebody wants information on one certain subject, this is the beginning video. So I'm going to put all these in a playlist, and the playlist will be a link to the playlist will be in the end of the video. So if you would like to watch the whole playlist as I get it done, it will be right there. I will link it in the end here. And subscribe so you get updates every time I put up a new video. That's going to about do it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next time.